Why, hello and welcome everybody. It is Pohx again. So today is going to be a video continuing on with the Glacial Cascade character, pretty much talking about all your quality gems, but I'm kind of going to do things differently as I usually do. I'm not going to be like, you need to get this. I'm just going to tell you, what's good in quality, what doesn't really matter in quality, and what's really good in quality. So I'm going to pretty much just take off just all the gems on my gear, go over them, and then search them with you guys, because I don't know if I remember all the quality on the Path of Exile website. So first we're going to look at our main hand, which is our actual links. So our actual links for Glacial Cascade. So Echo, Cascade, Added Chaos, Faster Casting, AoE, and I would use Conk as well. So this would be my setup right here. So let's look at each one. Spell Echo. So I'm going to go Spell Echo PoE. We're going to look at the wiki. Spell Echo PoE. Spell Echo. Path of Exile Spell Echo Quality. We'll just do this. Okay, there we go. So Echo gives... Is that spell damage per quality? Is that really what it gives? If that's... Okay, so it gives... spell damage per quality. That's actually pretty good. So a 20% quality spell echo gives 10% spell damage, which is 1 skill point of effective spell damage node. So that's pretty good. That's not bad at all. So Echo I'll say is pretty good. Glacial Cascade. Glacial Cascade ends up giving, I believe, 10% area damage. So let me just go look. Path of Exile. Glacial Cascade. Quality. I think it's 10% area damage. Yes, it is 0.5% per. So we can rightfully say that it is 10% increased area damage, which is also very good. Area damage is pretty much the same as spell damage, because it's all going to be tagged under AoE, so it all should work, including Added Chaos, I believe. So this is also pretty good. You're going to get, like I said, you're pretty much going to save 1 skill point with Glacial Cascade. Next up is Added Chaos. So Added Chaos, we can go ahead, whoops, don't need to look at this. We will bring this up for you here. Path of Exile, Added Chaos Quality. So this is 0.5% chaos damage per quality. So we're effectively getting 10% increased chaos damage. Nothing too major. I mean, if you look at the damage here, the chaos is 380. It's definitely not a priority. I would recommend getting, the Glacial Cascade or the Echo over it. It's definitely not bad by any means, but it's not really like, OMG, I need to have it, just to confirm it's right here for you. Alright, next up is Faster Casting Quality. Alright, Faster Casting is 0.5% casting speed per quality. This is probably the most beneficial gem here. That's 10% increased cast speed, which is essentially 2.5 nodes, since these are 4s per, and this is a pretty good cluster. So if I had to choose a priority right now, it would be Faster Casting actually as my main one. Next up we have Concentrated Effect and Area of Effect. Area of Effect I also would say is very, very important. Path of Exile, increased Area of Effect. Should just be able to click this here. So increased area of effect is 0.5% radius per, and that's 10% increased radius, and there's only so many AoE nodes you can grab. So these are 4%, so that's also effectively 2.5 nodes that you cannot even get, because the only other AoE you have is I believe over here, or maybe there's some like ground slam AoE nodes, I don't know, with maces, but essentially this is all the AoE that you're going to get. Concentrated Effect, I do believe, is reduced mana. Path of Exile, Concentrated Effect. Concentrated Effect is in fact reduced mana per cost, so that's about 15% reduced mana. So that's okay. It's not a main priority. It's not bad to have by any means, but it's not something I would say like you absolutely need it. It is 100% dire. So actually, let me just pull out all my gems right here so we don't get mixed at all. Alright, next up we're going to go with, I guess, my other setup, which is Enduring Cry, Reduced Duration, Lightning Warp, and Curse on Hit. Curse on Hit, I don't use anymore actually, but Enduring Cry, I can tell you, gives 1%. It gives 1% AoE per quality, which is actually really nice. So, let's see. Someone's asking me to turn my character. Alright, so it gives, let's go back here. That's a little weird. Path of Exile, Enduring Cry, well, I'm pretty sure it's 1% per 1%. It is in fact 1% AoE per, which it's pretty nice. It's not bad at all, because the farther you can Enduring Cry from, the farther you can get that off-screen Enduring Cry when you're like trying to kite crazy bosses. So it's not bad, but it's nothing like too dire. Reduced Duration is a very good one for Lightning Warp. So Path of Exile, Reduced Duration. I'm sorry I don't have these ahead of time. You know, I just learned them just like you guys do. So this is 10% reduced skill effect duration for your Lightning Warp, which is in fact pretty good. You know, you Lightning Warp faster. Lightning Warping faster is always a good thing to have. But yet again, it's not anything mandatory. And Lightning Warp is either faster casting or reduced duration. Let's see. Lightning Warp. And it is in fact... anything you want to load here. (1.5% cast speed per). So that's actually really good. But this is just for Lightning Warping faster. So that's entirely up to you. Okay, next up, I'm going to take my chess piece links. So we've got Arctic Armor, Herald of Thunder, Herald of Ice, Herald of Thunder, Clarity, and Reduced Mana. So we can already exile this out, we should know. Quality on Reduced Mana does not affect your auras, it's only initial cast, so it's absolutely useless. Quality on any of your, on Clarity and your auras in general will simply increase the area of effect of your auras, so we don't need to look at those. So next up, we're going to look at Herald of Thunder, Path of Exile, Herald of Thunder, and Herald of... oh, rip. Path of Exile, Herald of Ice, and then we have Path of Exile, Arctic Armor. Okay. So Herald of Thunder is going to give us 15% lightning damage. That's actually, I would say, ironically, this might sound silly, I would say it's pretty important. And the reason why it's pretty important is you're actually very limited on how much lightning damage you can get in your build via Herald of Thunder and critical damage. That's it. That's all you can do to scale your lightning damage. And the more lightning damage you get, the longer the shock stack, if you even get a shock stack. So I would actually say this is a pretty important gem in terms of quality. Next up is Herald of Ice, which gives cold damage. Also pretty good, the increased cold damage, assuming that it's a global bonus. It's pretty good, you know, it gives free cold damage. It's not bad at all. It's nothing dire though. I would definitely say the Herald of Thunder is actually more important, because my clear spin on regular mobs is no problem. But it's pretty good. 15% cold damage is not too bad. But you gotta remember when you're comparing it to like faster casting, Echo or Glacial Cascade, it doesn't really have a place. And then Arctic Armor is going to be movement speed per. I can't do the math, so I'm going to say it's like 5 or 6% movement speed or something. I'm just going to throw out a random number. Let's see, 10, maybe 20, it's like 5%, right? Somewhere like 5% movement speed at level 20, which is okay. You know, helps your Lightning Warp. Nothing too dire, but it's nice to have. Then we have, again, Enduring Cry on Vol Grace, on Discipline, and Cast Damage Taken. None of this shit matters. I mean, Vol Grace is just, I don't think I've ever even used Vol Grace. It's just been there forever. Enduring Cry is AoE. Discipline is just, you know, it's an aura. I don't even use it. It's just leveling. And then we have Cast Damage Taken, which you don't have to worry about. Then I have Temporal Chains, Faster Casting, Assassin's Mark, and Assassin's Mark. What? Which basically, faster casting, of course, you would want, but since this is for my auras, because this is what I do. You guys can do auto curse, you can do whatever you want. I prefer manually casting. I think it's much better. But faster casting is just quality, increase the curses. It's not too as important because this isn't for your main attack. This is just for cursing. Assassin's Mark, I actually just dropped the 16% quality. So if you want... What the hell are you guys doing? Stop having sex with each other. These two are... We're gonna pick up on them having sex. Hold on. You guys having sex with each other? Huh? I caught you guys. You're on camera. That's right. You guys enjoying yourselves? Licking buttholes together? Why are you bitching? You didn't even do anything. Little bitch. Moby, get him. Moby, slap him. Get him. Come on, Moby, get his ass. Mini K, did you drop the soap? Moby, go slap him. Go slap the shit out of him. Come on. Moby, get him. Get him, Moby, get him. Go bite him. Go slap him in the butt. Why are you bitching? You didn't do anything, you little bitch. Oh, he smelled the butthole. You just went for the butthole. Little bitch. Huh? That's right. You gotta man up, little guy. Alright, anyway, I apologize. Back on topic now with what we were talking about. Alright. Back to Path of Exile. Back to this one. Alright. So we've got Assassin's Mark and Assassin's Mark. And Temporal Chains. These two are really, really good for quality. So, prime example, I have a level 18 Assassin's Mark, which gives a 28% chance to grant a power charge. You see, this is a level 1 Assassin's Mark, which gives a 28% chance to grant a power charge. #/logic. So just going by this, I'm going to assume it's 1% per 2%, meaning, well, or 0.5% you could say, just because it's 8 and 8, and this is level 1. So let's go ahead and check to confirm. Path of Exile. I lost it. I don't know where it is. RIP. Okay, new tab. Path of Exile. Temporal Chains. And we want Assassin's Mark. Alright. So we do in fact have 0.5% increased chance to get a power charge when slain. I think that's pretty good. Considering this is your only way of generating charges, assuming you don't have like a power charge on crit setup, which you could easily set up if you chose to, I would say this is a pretty good setup, or pretty good quality. So I like this one. This is pretty neat to me. And Temporal Chains is absolutely insane with quality. Cursed enemies are 0.5% slower. That means a 20% is 10% increased slow chance, which is, I think, is out of this world. So that pretty much covers the links for all of my gear that I am currently using. Yep. If you guys have any questions, of course, feel free to hit me up and just inform me of what your questions are. I would like to say that the video was pretty self-explanatory, although if something was not explained, just let me know. I actually need another faster casting for right here. Where's my conch? Should not be in here. Conch is supposed to level here. Also, in terms of leveling your gems, you can see I'm currently leveling absolutely nothing because I'm good at this game. I would recommend running like 4 Glacial Cascades and whatever other gems you want. The 4 Glacial Cascades is so when he gets to level 20, you can quality it up and then you can vol orbit and hope for a level 21 gem. So that should pretty much conclude everything in a nutshell. But like I said, I hope you guys had a wonderful day. Hope you guys had a wonderful time. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast tonight. I take a cheers and salute to you guys. All right? Have a good one, everybody. Stay safe. Happy holidays, I think. Mobley and Oscar and Mini K are all gay and fap to each other. Have a good one, everybody. Oh, I forgot my outro. That's right. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Take care, everybody. And you can catch me on Twitch. God, I'm so bad at this. Fuck it.